What is happening, YouTube? How y'all doing today? It is Friday. Just your average Joe hanging out. I just got back from the 100-mile yard sale in Dunn, North Carolina. It goes all the way up to I don't know, past Rocky Mount, Wilford. Anyway, it goes. It's a long shot. If any of you guys are in the area or familiar with the 100-mile yard sale, or endless yard sale is what it's called. But anyway, so checked. I was out at I ended up passing out. Anyway, my name is Joe. Welcome. We'll get to all that in a moment. Welcome. I've been reselling full time for over 8 years, and I've been selling on eBay since 2000, so 24 years. Long time. Love you, long time. Anyway, if you know where that's from. All right, drop the movie in the comments if you know where that's from. Anyway, we have some orders, not a ton. I think 5 orders to go over, nothing major. The endless yard sale it's always a good experience, but I've gone 3 years in a row now. This is my 3rd year, and I never usually get anything great. Now, last year I did get the end of the day last year, I did very well by picking up a Bose speaker for $50 that was worth 400. But for the most part, and I ended up keeping it, so it really wasn't anything I flipped. So it didn't have a lot going on. I'm on YouTube. What's up? So this year didn't really do a whole lot. Didn't get a whole lot. I got a VCR. I got a military backpack, which the Mole 2 backpacks with the bracket on them and all that, like the rucksack backpacks. So that might be pretty good. What else did I pick up? I picked up a lot of 5 PS2 games, Ratchet and Clank collection, a bunch of Ratchet and Clank games for $50 or $20. They're probably about 70, but I'm gonna end up keeping like 3 or 4 of them myself because I don't have any of them. So those are more of a personal pickup. VCR DVD combo that may or may not work. TI-83. Nothing major. Some Bear overall coverall, cold weather coveralls, which they're basically brand new. They look mint. Yeah, not a lot, guys. Not a lot. Two issues I think happened. I didn't get up early enough. So that's the first thing. I got up. I meant to. My alarm was set for 5:30. It takes about 35-ish, 40 minutes to get up there. So my plan was to be up there, just after 6. I figure between 6 and 7 is that prime time, especially for that sale. There's no quote unquote no early birds, because it's you're either set up or you're not, and you just keep going if they're not set up, kind of thing. But from what I hear, people set up and start going early, like 6, 5:30, 6 o'clock. They're out already. So that was my first mistake, and I knew that. So I ended up getting up at my wife nudged me at 6:11, and I was like, oh my goodness, I don't know what happened. So that was part of the problem. I got there late. I got there after I stopped for gas. I ended up getting to the first part of the sale and done at right at 7, basically right at 7 o'clock. So I was about an hour late. So that was the first issue. Second issue is normally in those, what I'm starting to see now, the trend in those types of sales, or at least that one, I'm assuming they're pretty much all the same. It's majority vendors or resellers, and it's a lot of if you're into older stuff, more junky stuff, clothes, if you're into clothes, because there's clothes galore. And I, when it comes to clothes, it's the stuff that catches my eye. So if I don't see jerseys and sports stuff, or concert shirts, or just things like that, Harley shirts, I just blow by them. I don't really mess with clothes that often. Carhartt, Levi's, jeans, things like that, I might stop and look at, but for the most part, I'm not really messing with clothes. So it's just not, I'm getting to a point. I told my wife, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go next year. I just I'm gonna go yard selling tomorrow, and I'm probably gonna yield way more stuff than I got. I only spent $85, 95 with a sub. I got a sub from Subway on the way back, so it was $95 cash is all I spent. I'm probably gonna make $300 or so off of it, give or take, not a ton. Just not really worth it. It's a great experience. It's a good time if you're going to try to just find stuff for yourself and just want to go shop and hang with the family, and it be just an easy-go-lucky kind of day. it's a great time. I would imagine you would see a lot of cool. You're going to see a lot of cool stuff. You're willing. People are charging. So this is the other part of it. People, you got it's probably like 75-25. 75% of the people are either vendors or resellers charging eBay prices, or maybe not eBay prices, but charging where there's not much margin left. And then that 25% is more so the regular yard sales, because there are neighborhoods that will have like the yard sale sign off the main road. They're like yard sales here, and so the endless yard sale portion is all of 301 all the way up to, I think it's Weldon. But anyway, it goes way up past Rocky Mountain, all that. It's over 100 miles that it's all it's all on 301. So like any school, library, church, fire department, house, whatever, field, whatever pasture that's, people end up setting up tents or canopies and, in groups, and there you go. But then you also have the regular houses that are set up, you know what I mean? So those guys, let me go backtrack. The regular folks, they bring out their trailers, they got all sorts of stuff, you know what I mean? They bring out tons of tables, but they're vendors and or resellers. So they've got arts and crafts, or they're, resellers, and they're charging premium for stuff. Then you've got about 25%, which is like actual, like, folks are just contributing to the process because they're in the line, in the path, and so they're like, well, you know what, I'll just do my own yard sale. So you get, a neighborhood here and there that has some yard sales set up in it. You get a house here and there on the main road on 301 that has a yard sale set up, that are just regular folks. They're not resellers, they're not vendors, they're just regular folks. So it's like regular yard selling. So you do get a feel of both worlds. So you can get some things that are, that you get the, good margins on and stuff like that. So again, if you're going with no pressure, for me, I'm going because I'm trying to make, part of what I'm doing is making a living off this stuff. So, I want to go somewhere that's going to yield a good return. 3 times in a row. Last year didn't do quite very well. The year before didn't really do it, and this year hasn't quite done it. So it's a good time. It's a good experience. It is fun. I enjoy it, but on the professional side of things, not the fun side. The professional side that needs to make money is like, it's not worth it. So if I want to just go and have fun, like, video games is hard because they're out there at 6 o'clock in the morning. So if you're trying to get video games from any of the vendors or any of these guys, or any of the yard sales that are set up, you got to be there. You got to be out like 6 in the morning kind of thing. So like everywhere I went, I was like, hey, any video games? And there was a couple spots that had some games, but everything was all pretty much rummaged through. I'm not sure why the one lady still had the set of games that she had, but I ended up getting 5 PS2 games from her, all Ratchet and Clank. All the different titles for PS2 for Ratchet and Clank, which I didn't have. I don't have them, so I'm gonna keep them. Outside of that, there was, it's all scraps basically. If you saw any video game stuff, it was scraps. And if I asked, which I don't normally ask on the 301 sale, because it's mainly vendors and they have what they have out. That's what they have. It's not a house that they can go, yeah, I got something in the house. No, again, 75% of them don't. It's what they have there. So, yeah, just not feeling it. I'm just hating on 301 endless yard sale, I guess. So if you're from the area and you're not reselling full-time as a full-time gig, it's a good time. Go check it out. No pressure, no strings attached. But if you're going like me, like I wanted to find video games and I'm trying to find other things that I can flip and sell, not hardly any video games unless, you were the early one. And even then I'm curious because a lot of the stuff is antique-y, older stuff. It's crazy. I'd say probably 75% of the stuff is either clothes or antique-y, older stuff. Or just junk. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. It's so you got to out of 25% of the good stuff, you got to be the early bird to get it, or you just there's so much. It's almost like overload, sensory overload, because there's so much stuff, and you go to one spot and and there's tons of people set up and tons of stuff. And then it's rinse and repeat. You drive down the road a little bit more, and there's another spot with a whole bunch of people again with a whole bunch of stuff. So it's easy to miss things as well. I did take my GoPro. I'm not sure how much footage I got because I kept forgetting to record, and then even the times I did deals, I didn't even have it running, and I was like, son of a biscuit eater. So I don't know how much footage I got that was any good, and I don't know when I'm going to get around to editing that footage and posting it, but at some point I will. So at some point we'll have that, some of that footage at least, to give you an idea of kind of what it's about. But yeah, so that was my morning. Got up early and didn't yield a bunch. You know, burnt $50 in gas. Well, maybe not 50, like $30 in gas, $10 for food, and then all morning basically to maybe make $200, maybe. Just not really worth it. Again, I'm not saying you can't find big scores. I'm not saying you can't find really good stuff. For what I'm looking for and what I pick, I don't pick antique old stuff. There's a lot of good antique old stuff. There's a lot of glassware, lots of good glassware, Pyrex and things like that. Do I mess with that stuff if it's yard sale? Yes. There, no, because like the one set of Pyrex that I was going to get, the lady wanted like $35 for the set, and it's like, man, the set only sells for like 60, $70. I'd be in at like $10 kind of thing for the set. Like, I can't go 35 or 40, whatever she wanted. I think she wanted 40 actually. Regardless, the margins just weren't there. It just wasn't. It goes back to what we were talking about yesterday. Margins. The guy, I forget who it was, mentioned on that I went over the comments, had mentioned about margins. Well, that's a prime example of, you're going to go somewhere and the margins are going to be tight. So anyway, that's all I got to say. Enough rant about 301 sale. So I'll probably post it as the title of the endless yard sale, through 301 endless yard sale, whatever. Maybe get some extra clickbait on there. But either way, that's my experience. And I'm sticking to it. So not a lot of sales between yesterday and today, but we'll go over those and we'll let you go for the day. Won't take too much of your time because I think we only had like 5 sales. And not a ton of cash either. Let's see. Oh, we had 7 sales. All right. Well, there you go. There's that. Let's see. Selling. Now let's go to orders. All right. So we had 7 items. So between yesterday and today, 7 items sold for $138.91. So not terrible. Didn't quite hit goal, but hit my minimum, so that's good. But a bunch of smalls sold. So let's start and grab some of these. In fact, some of this stuff is stuff I just put up too. I think did Vanguard sell? Okay, we'll get to it. All right, first thing it sold, $13 plus shipping. Mortal Kombat Complete Edition on Xbox 360, disc only. So there's that. North Face khaki shirt. Let's find that. North Face khaki shirt. Is this it? Nope. North Face khaki. I think this is it right here. Yep. All right. Man. Alrighty, so this sold for $8 plus shipping, nothing major. So just a North Face shirt. You know, I'm hit. North Face is hit and miss, man. Some things I get with North Face are good, and other things are not. So I know it's a good brand, but anyway, actually $7 plus shipping. So $7 plus shipping. I probably picked it up. I'm sure I picked it up for $1. Not a good pickup, but it is what it is. Last one of these, and last one of these. And I tell you what, if I could get 1,000 of these for $1, I'd do it. I ended up getting 4 of them at a yard sale for $1. The Alexas, I got 4 of these for $1 a piece, 2 black, 2 white. And I mean, they sell quick. I got them up for $19.99. They've all sold for full price within, what, 2 weeks or 3 weeks since I got all of them. And then another one of these, my last one of these Halo guys. If I could get 1,000 or 100 of these, I'd do it too. This sold for, the Alexa sold for $19.99 plus shipping, and the Halo sold for $12.99 plus shipping. So there's that. Vanguard did sell, and Rock Band 2. So where's Rock Band 2? Oh, here it is. Rock Band 2. Guard. Controller. All right, and the next things that sold, these are the last 3 things that sold, and I'll let you guys on your way today. It'll be a shorter video. The camo, winter camo PS4 controller, so for 19 plus shipping. Vanguard Call of Duty sold for $11 plus shipping. No, $11 free ship on that one. And then Rock Band 2 sealed. Rock Band 2, it is sealed up, brand new, sealed. Sold for $15 free shipping. So nothing crazy. Like I said, after shipping, I may clear like 110 bucks or so after shipping and fees. So not terrible, but $138.91. So but that's all I got, guys. Short video today. I'll be on probably tomorrow, show you guys what I got from yard sales. On my table over there, I'll probably include also the stuff I got from the 301 stuff today, because it wasn't a lot, and I'm not going to get that up till probably tomorrow or Sunday before I start posting that stuff and processing that stuff. But anyway, enjoy the rest of the day. Appreciate y'all hanging out. If you ended up showing up and going to the endless yard sale here if you're in my neck of the woods, because people come from all over. I mean, Commonwealth Picker was spotted. I don't know if Damn It Day or ADH Day was on there, but I know Commonwealth. A couple people saw me with my GoPro, and so they asked them about the channel. And then they, a couple of them were like, "Oh yeah, Commonwealth is here. He's stopped by a little while ago." So I saw him last year. I didn't say anything. I should have, but also didn't have my GoPro on me, and I didn't want to be like that fangirl and be like, "Oh," even though I met him before, and we kicked it for a minute and at a yard sale, and that was that. It wasn't anything crazy. In fact, I was featured in one of his videos, which was cool. But yeah, that's all I got. So enjoy the rest of the day, everybody, and we'll see y'all on the next one.